Hi everyone, Joe at Truck Stop Car Shop, and I'm here in Robert, Louisiana. It's about a bajillion degrees out. My air conditioner here in my semi is not working very well, and so I'm just going to give you guys some codes. None of my booster boxes have come in the mail yet. I'm still waiting on them. So yeah, that's fun. So here's code number 1, and let's do a little public service announcement. When you're merging onto the highway, I don't know if you know this, but you are required to yield to traffic already on the highway. So stop pulling out in front of trucks that can't stop right away, and then merging onto the highway at 40 miles an hour right in front of a semi. Not cool. We can't stop super fast. So I'm just going to keep giving you codes, because as long as I keep giving you codes, you got to listen to whatever I say. Anyway, there's another code for you right there. I don't know how many codes I'm going to do, but let's see, what's another thing? Roundabouts. When you go into a roundabout and there are 2 lanes in there, I don't know if you knew this or not, but trucks are allowed to take up both lanes, and it's actually preferable because it keeps the trailers from getting knocked off the kingpin. So don't try to sneak around them real quick on one side or the other. And also, when they're turning right, don't try to sneak into the right-hand lane when they're making a real wide right-hand turn, because we will destroy your vehicle. Oh, hey, here's another little tip for you. If you're merging onto the highway, or if you're in the right lane and there's a truck in the middle lane, if traffic is stopped and you're trying to merge right in front of a truck, we cannot see you unless you are about 3 car lengths ahead. So if you do that little maneuver where you just kind of squeak in, until you're already almost in, we don't notice you're there. We can't see that you're there. And we have to slam on the brakes, and sometimes I've seen it plenty of times where the truck will hit them. Then the car will get a ticket. Please don't do that. It's not cool. Also, here's another little tip. In the snow, if you don't feel safe driving at least 35 miles an hour, don't be on the road. Don't be that guy that's going 10 miles an hour with his hazards on in a snowstorm, because we won't see you until we've hit you. Also, police, emergency vehicles, and pedestrian, regular drivers on the side of the road with their hazards on, you're supposed to move over, or at least slow down 10 miles an hour. So when you see a truck moving over into the left lane, don't quit going to the right lane and zoom by the cop or whoever else it is that's in the right lane trying to render aid or trying to deal with a breakdown. Just please don't do that. Anyway, yeah, by the way, these are all from Steam Siege. I just happen to have a whole bunch of them, so there's a whole, I think it's a whole booster box worth of codes. I don't know, I'm not counting. I'm just going to keep doing them until I run out of codes. And I got a nice little stack still up here, so you got some more listening to do. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, if you start seeing all the trucks moving over into one lane versus another, you should probably follow their lead, because we have CBs, we can talk to each other far ahead of time, and we know when stuff's going to happen up ahead. It's almost like we can see the future. Oh, there's another one. Let's see, what else can I harp on about? Oh yeah, when you stop at rest areas, we have very, very little parking as it is. So if you could, please park in the car area. Even if you have your little tiny utility trailer, you'll still fit in a car parking spot. We have very few places we're allowed to park. We're forced to go to truck stops and pay exorbitant amounts of money for the same things you can go to like Walmart or wherever to get, like just basic food items, soda, coffee. I mean, most truck stops charge us over $2 for a cup of coffee. Starbucks doesn't charge that much for just a regular plain black cup of coffee. So please remember that when we need to park, please do that. And also understand when we do pull into Walmart or a shopping center or something like that, we're just trying to get stuff to save money for our families so that we're not, you know, wasting our entire paycheck on snacks and food and whatnot. Except for down here in Louisiana where I discovered cracklins. Oh my God, those things are amazing. If you haven't ever heard of them, you probably don't live in Louisiana or Mississippi. That's the only places that I found them. And it seems like the further south you go, the better they get. Here's another code for you. Let's see, what else can I complain about? If we're going uphill and we're heavy, we're going to start slowing down. So if you've been following us the whole time and all of a sudden we start slowing down and then you get in the left lane to pass us, we get to the top of the hill and then we start going super fast and you're all mad, there's a reason. It's called gravity. We're slow going up the hill because we're pulling a heavy load, 80,000 pounds most of the time. And then when we go down, you know, conservation of motion and energy, and we will increase in speed. Most drivers are governed and afraid to, you know, piss off the people that they work for, but I don't care. I'll go as fast as it drops me down the hill. All right, got a few more code cards left. We gotta think about something else to complain about. I don't know, I can't really think of anything else. Oh, hey, I know, here's a good one. If you are less than a mile away from your exit, don't be that moron that flies by in the left-hand lane and just goes like that and swerves right in front of a semi just so they can get past them like 2 seconds earlier to get to their exit. I have literally seen twice where they didn't notice that the entire ramp was backed up with traffic. They hit those cars hard. I know for a fact just from talks on the CB that in one of the cases, the person that did that died. Don't be that person. That's the dumbest thing you can do. Here's another tip from old Truck Stop Joe. Slowing down or stopping will solve just about every problem you have on the highway. If you're confused, don't know where you're going, you missed your turn, don't zoom off and like go on the grass to try to get somewhere. Take the next exit and just go back around. There's places where we can't do that. So it's much, much better to just, you know, slow down just a little bit if you're not sure where you're going, and get your bearings, or pull off somewhere and look it up. Oh, also, this thing is not an option. You need to wear that all the time. Always wear the seatbelt. It's important. It could save your life. There you go, there's another code card. Let's see once. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, speeding. If you are less than 10 miles away from where you need to go, and you think that driving 85 miles an hour in a 70 mile an hour zone is going to get you there any faster, go look up the math formula. It won't. If you have to drive 500 miles and you do that, that will save you time. But maybe like an hour, hour and a half in a really, really long period of time, it's just, speeding isn't worth it. You waste a bunch of fuel. There's a reason, you know, with all the fuel economy being increased in all the vehicles, there's a reason why the governments and all the states and all that have started raising the speed limit. Yeah, it's great. We get more miles per gallon unless you go faster. The faster you go, the more fuel you use. It's all about E equals MC squared. The faster you go, the heavier you get, the more you're drawn towards the center of gravity. So if you're broke like a lot of people are, or you don't have tons of money to just throw away on gas or fuel or whatever, then just go a little bit under the speed limit. Like with 70, go 65, you'll save a lot of money in a year's time. All right, I think I'm done ranting. I'm at the 10-minute mark almost, so here's your last code. I don't know if that was 36 or 32 or 30 or whatever it was, but I'm done ranting. Joe at Truck Stop Card Shop. Later.